Hi, welcome to the 2025 Latinx Kidlit Book Festival. Don't forget to subscribe to our festival YouTube channel, and if you're an educator joining us, our school visit fund is back. You can enter to win a free visit from a Latinx author or illustrator for your classroom or library. You can find the link to enter at latinxkidbookfest.org. I'm Anita Sanchez.
And I'm Gloria Amescua.
Thank you for joining our story time. We're going to share our stories with you today, starting with my book, A Sky That Sings. A Sky That Sings is a book about a child named Mia, who's a little different from most of us. And in the book, there's no hint about what Mia is, how Mia is different. It's up to the reader to figure out what's going on. I fling open my front door and fresh spring air strokes my face. I can feel the sunshine. It's a perfect afternoon for bird listening. I guess some people call it bird watching, but not me. Now, Mia, if you notice, she's using a cane to help her get around from place to place. Mia is a blind child, and she, however, loves the outdoors, just like most kids do. And Mia can do some amazing things. I think some of us think that if someone's blind, they couldn't go outdoors, they couldn't go out by themselves, but Mia can do all sorts of things. Ready to go, Tia, she says. Tia is her aunt who's going to go with her. I skip down the driveway to the car. Coming, Mia, she answers. Her shoes clump on the driveway. It's just a short drive to the park. I roll down the window to hear the wind rush by. What's the sky like today? I ask. Is it blue or is it cloudy? Definitely blue, she tells me. I don't know blue, but I know sky, a place where the music lives. So when they get to the park, there's sounds that Mia can hear. Clunk thunk as the car doors close. Her nose can tell her that they just mowed the grass. Now what, says Tia. How does this bird listening work? Just close your eyes, I tell her. Notes come pouring out of the sky like raindrops. Cheer up, cheerily, cheer up, cheer. That's a robin, I tell her. How can you tell? Just listen, says Mia. Some of them say their names. Jay, 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 yells the blue jay. Chickadee-dee-dee, sings the chickadee. And the illustrator who illustrated this book did a wonderful job of putting pictures of the birds and their songs into the pictures. Her name is Emily Mendoza. Above us, there's a song that sounds like, sweet, 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 I'm so sweet. It's coming from a little yellow bird with a pointed beak way up in a tree, Tia whispers. It must be a yellow warbler, Mia whispers back. Warbling is when there's so much song inside you, you can't stop singing out loud. So all through the book, Mia and her aunt go on their adventure, but Mia is the one who's leading her aunt. Mia is the one who knows where they're going, who knows what the birds are. And so instead of having the adult teaching the child about things, it's the young person who's teaching the adult about the birds and all the different things of nature that she loves so much.
What made you want to write this story, Anita?
Well, I used to work at a nature center and I would do nature walks for groups of kids. And one day I was assigned to do a walk for a group of children who were blind, visually impaired. And I thought, oh, well, they won't be able to go out on a nature trail. But of course, they were soon leading me on the trail. And I learned so much from them about other ways to experience the outdoors using all of our senses, not just our sense of sight. They could hear things that I would never even notice. And they were so good at picking out all the different bird calls, one from another.
Well, I love all the sounds that are in there, but there are also smells and there's touch, things that Mia can feel. So why did you include, besides all the things that she could hear, the smells and touch and those details?
Well, I hope that sometimes in a classroom, people might use this for a unit on five senses, because the book's really about a lot of things. It's about nature, it's about birds, it's about how blind people experience their world and how people with disabilities are really just the same as all of us. And it's also about using all five of our senses, or at least four. There's not so much taste, of course, but we usually focus on our sense of sight. But we can also remember to focus on our sense of smell. For instance, Mia smells the fresh grass and the mud from the pond. And our sense of touch, Mia can tell what kind of surface she's walking on by the way it feels under her feet, whether it's gravel or whether it's grass or whether it's sticky mud. And she can tell what's going on, like if Mia is following her, because she can hear all of the different sounds. So I hope the book reminds people to use all of their senses as well as just their sense of sight.
Well, I know you used a lot of onomatopoetic words, which are wonderful for the birds and the crunch of the gravel and so much else. So the details are really wonderful. Why did you have Thea not really be aware of what Mia could do, that she could tell which birds these were?
That's a really good question. I think Tia, the aunt, is kind of like all of us. She makes assumptions that blind kids don't really know much or can't really do much. And she's always the one going, wait for me, wait for me. Oh, wait, slow down, slow down. What's that? She's asking all the questions. And Mia, like many blind kids, is very comfortable outdoors and she knows what she's doing and can tell where she's going. And so she's the one, I kind of flipped that. Originally, the book had the adult teaching that, and I think it came out better with the young person being the
Mhm.
one who shares her love of nature with the adult.
Yeah, that's a great choice you made there. It really is. I am now going to tell a little bit about my story, share my story. Abuelita's song. It's illustrated by Mariah Rahman. Abuelita's song is really about how a song can become a tradition, as many different things can become a tradition in a family that connects generations with love. And so I'm going to uh, read parts of it. I'm going to be leaving out some of the song because it does repeat. It changes some, but I'm going to read some of it. So here's when I begin. When the sun says buenas noches and the moon glows in the sky, Mommy soothes and rocks her baby boy gently, so gently. Those stars sprinkle the night. He stirs and wakes again. Words rising from her heart, she sings. ¿Dónde está la luna? ¿Dónde está el sol? ¿Dónde está mi corazón? Aquí, aquí, aquí en mis brazos. And I always add a hug in there when I sing that. And I will say that I am not a great singer, but mamas and abuelitas do not need to sing well to be appreciated by their babies and their kids. So we'll continue with that thought in mind. Wrapped in her lullaby, the baby finally sleeps. La Canción whispers in his dreams. Over and over, the boy asks for his song, and over, Mommy sings, hugging him with her love. ¿Dónde está mi niño? ¿Dónde está mi hijo? And it continues. La canción nestles in his heart. When he is grown, the boy hugs his mommy goodbye and moves far away. Soon he has a familia of his own, two precious daughters who call him Papa. When the sun has said goodnight and the moon glows in the sky, Papa reads them a story. And he reads them several stories. And he says, isn't it time to sleep? It is really time to sleep, actually. And they say, not tired, not sleepy. Do you want me to sing to you? He asks. See, they say. Long ago, tu abuelita made up a song just for me. It goes like this. He sings, ¿Dónde está la luna? ¿Dónde está el sol? And again, I'm not going to sing all of it, but it brings memories of his childhood, and you see that in the book. Mama turns off the light. In the cozy blanket of night, Papa sings on. ¿Dónde está mi hija? ¿Dónde está otra hija? And as you can see, the song changes to fit the situation because he has two daughters. The moon whispers their names, and the stars wink at them. As the girls fall asleep, La Canción unfurls, swirling in their dreams. One day, Abuelita comes for a visit. She's not seen the girls since they were little. And in the meantime, Sofia and Maria plan a surprise for Abuelita. And there they are concocting their surprise. When the sun says goodnight and the moon glows in the sky, Abuelita helps them get ready for bed. And once again, she reads them several stories, and they're not sleepy, and they're not tired, and they don't want to go to sleep. We have a surprise for you, Abuelita, both girls say. What is it? Asks Abuelita. So on the next page, Maria and Sofia begin to sing. ¿Dónde está la luna? ¿Dónde está el sol? It's a song Abuelita hasn't heard in a long time, a song born in her heart. She joins their sweet voices. ¿Dónde está mi corazón? Aquí, aquí, aquí en mis brazos. What a special gift, niñas. Es la canción de mi corazón. Gracias, mis amores. Their voices join again in La Canción. Every night during Abuelita's visit, La Familia sings their canción together. After she has returned, gone back home, when the sun says buenas noches, Abuelita thinks of las niñas. And as the moon glows in the sky and the stars wink at them, Maria and Sofia fall asleep to the sound of Abuelita's song. La canción de mi corazón whispers in their dreams. So thank you for letting me share that.
Oh, that's such a beautiful story. And I understand it's a true story.
It is based on truth, and it's inspired by a song that I made up for my son when he was a baby, and he'd asked for it as he was growing a little bit older. And it's because I didn't know any Spanish lullabies, and I lived in a small town. This is before the internet, okay? So no internet searching. And the library didn't have any Spanish books with songs, so I made one up. So I did that and never wrote it down, actually. But one time when I was visiting my son and daughter-in-law and granddaughters, the girls were in their beds, and I heard them, after I closed the door, after saying goodnight, I heard them singing the song, and I was so surprised. I was just touched my heart that my son had remembered it and that he had taught it to his daughters and changed it slightly so that it fit them. And so I later, when I started writing picture books, that's one I wanted to write. So yes, it's based mainly in truth of what actually happened.
That's such a great story. Thank you so much for sharing it.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's this story can help children learn Spanish, I think, because it has some Spanish words in it.
Oh, this is really important to me. Um, it has a lot of repetition in the song itself, and it's throughout. Uh, the song is pretty simple, so it's easy to uh, be able to sing it in Spanish. The English words are right by it when the song is first, well, actually, each time. So it can be sung in English, but I hope everyone tries to sing it in Spanish. And it's something that kids really can learn at a young age. Uh, the brain is so plastic when they're young that it can learn another language very easily. And it's the reason that I wanted my son to hear Spanish, the song of his ancestors, though I didn't speak much Spanish myself. Um, and it was important to me. I wanted him to hear it, I wanted him to learn it and to hear Spanish from the beginning, because that's when you can really learn the language. Just want to make sure that all of you know that we thank you for attending the Latinx Kidlit Book Festival. We're happy to have you here. Thank you.